Do you want to like say my intro line together?
I was gonna say, I know you have something you say.
Yeah.
Hello, everyone.
Welcome back to my channel, and thank you for joining.
I was thinking, welcome back to my channel.
Hello,
You just give me a countdown.
Hello, everyone. Welcome back to my channel, and thank you for joining me here today.
I can't read and talk at the same time.
You're a YouTuber. Hey, everyone. This is Ashley.
Do you like plants? I do lots of houseplant commentary content. I do a series called Plant Tea where I try to relate like real world concepts to the houseplant subculture.
Yeah.
And I also do normal plant content as well. It's a good time.
If you like green videos and nature, I'm so bad at this.
It's fun.
I'm so
You're doing good. You got it.
A common question that I get in my Instagram DMs is, I want to do YouTube like what you do. Should I go to film school? Well, I thought that because you and I both had a very similar experience with being a film student and then being disillusioned with film school, I thought we would try to give some of that advice to people who want to do YouTube, who want to make movies, TV, anything that would require like a film school knowledge. We're going to give you advice. We're going to talk about our college experience. We're going to talk about if we think it affects YouTube.
Yeah.
And you can take what you want from that.
Yeah.
And I will mark the video with chapters, so if you have a specific question you want to hear, you can skip to that or you can watch the whole thing. First question, what led you to go to film school?
Oh my God. I tried to go for physics and the counselor was like, it's going to be 6 years for a bachelor's. And the only other thing, I left out a crucial detail. I didn't have enough math credits to finish physics in 4 years.
Yeah, I've been there.
The only other thing I'd ever done was YouTube channels that just never took off since I was 12. And I was like, well, what's the only other thing I kind of like doing besides physics? YouTube. And that's why I did film school.
Aw. For me, I wanted to be a writer as a kid. I wanted to like write books, TV shows. I liked expressing myself creatively. And then when I learned that you could like film those things, I was like, that's so much better.
Yeah.
And then I went to a high school which had a very well-funded film program.
Yeah, you're so lucky.
I know. I had a great time. Like, I met amazing kids who liked what I liked, and for the first time I felt like my hobby was like accepted and like it was this big thing. And when I learned you could go to school for that, I was like, sign me up. That sounds great. Question 2, what was your first year like?
Actually amazing.
Whoa.
No, actually amazing. My first year of film school, I met some people who were into film. I made all these edits for Instagram. I've always been like an experimental film music video person, and I made a whole film. And then the rest of my college career was absolutely awful.
Yeah. My freshman year was, I think, well, because again, I moved to like a new state. I was like, suddenly you're a baby in college. It's like, oh my God, my parents aren't here. I can do whatever the hell I want. And like, I got caught up in that. So I like signed up for only film classes and like only like writing and editing. And I was like, I'm just going to get all of this done now. And I met other kids in my intro to film class who like had a similar passion. And I guess I underestimated how quickly that fire burns out. If you take your hobby, something you're really passionate about, and then suddenly get graded on it by like people you've just met and don't know enough about. Or even like. It's weird.
Oh my God, I never thought about it
It's
like
very
that.
easy to like get demoralized about something you're excited about.
Oh my God, I never thought about
I'm so sorry. I feel like I'm
this is
opening the
good.
doors.
Okay, so before filming this collab, Duncan and I have 4.5 consecutive hours of just complaining about film school to each other.
That's how I came up with the idea of this video. Yeah. If you had to summarize, what was your overall experience like?
Compulsively negative.
Ooh, me too. I feel as though film school is advertised to everybody, but it is actually built for a very specific group of people.
I have a thesis statement.
I want to hear it.
Catered to non-able-bodied people with zero leniency for people with chronic illness or pain.
It's demanding.
Yeah.
Because they need you to be able to wake up at 6 and like go to a film shoot. that's like halfway across the city.
Well, yeah, and just to be able to get there.
Right,
Most people don't even think about the fact that like you can like get in your car and drive. It's very privileged that you can just like walk and go do that. You don't have to rely on someone else.
I was in the back row of all of my classes. I took notes. I tried very hard to pass the tests because I thought that's what college was. But what it is actually is an audition, because all those kids who are directors and like trying to get a job through their professor have to like be presently on the professor's mind. Am I blowing your mind?
I just never... We have such different thought processes about things, and you're blowing my mind.
That's film school.
Film is male dominated, and typically women are not in positions of higher upper hierarchy.
Yeah, let alone women of color.
Oh my God, yeah. Or just like, hey, you gotta be like straight. It's really, really messed up.
It is so, because it's like...
And it's a trend.
Straight white men who are able to like insert themselves into these situations with ease. They get to cut around a lot of the corners that not everybody gets to.
Yeah.
And when you're in college, you have 4 years to like secure an internship, network, move up in the world, build a resume, build a portfolio. Those are the same thing. And when you get a head start, or if you get to like cut corners, that matters, because it's not like everyone in your directing class gets to be a director.
No, it's just the one.
It's
the one director.
Every class gets one.
Yep. But not to mention like disability. And I don't have a disability, but I did have a chronic illness and a pain issue and also a breathing issue. Like undiagnosed, but you only need to go around cotton trees so many times and can't breathe before you know that like you have a problem with it. I was like, I can't be on set that day. You're under a cotton tree. I can't breathe.
And
he was like, you have so many excuses. And my teacher was like, you should just drop the class.
On that note, what were your classmates like?
They didn't like me. I was like one of the only girls.
Yeah, you have to be talking to
Everyone.
everybody, because the whole point is that you make one friend with a producer, make a friend with an editor, a director, you network, you bring them together. Those are the people that supposedly are going to get you jobs, because like they keep telling you only one of you is going to make it, and then it's about who you know, right? Because like if this guy has a job...
I have so much PTSD from all these things.
It's such a bad idea. Did anything good happen?
Yes.
Okay.
I did get lucky enough to have a small paid internship.
Okay.
I got $250 a week. But it was $250 a week for 70 hours of work a week. So
there's the catch. I didn't get that lucky. I didn't get to work on essentially anything that felt good. Okay, this is a horror story. I probably shouldn't tell this.
No, you should tell it.
I had a classmate be like, hey, you're an editing guy, right? You want to like edit this thing I made? And I needed work. This was pre-YouTube. So I was like, yeah, man, whatever it is, send it to me. I should not have said that. And I shit you not. It is a short film about a dad who is in love with his daughter. And I agreed to edit it.
Look at Reed.
I know she's having a meltdown.
Someone shot the
Yeah,
clips.
a whole production
Someone
happened.
directed it. Someone got actors for it. The actors said yes. The actors learned the
So
line.
many people
And then
had to say yes.
They're like,
Anyway, we were talking about good things.
How did we get here? My first year of film school was really good, and then the rest of it was just like,
Yeah.
I have to get out.
Did film school inspire your YouTube?
I'll tell you guys what. I learned how to use Premiere Pro before I went to college.
Same.
I did not learn it at school.
I didn't pick up a damn thing.
The one thing I learned from film school that I still use is the organizational process.
Yeah.
Film school is really catered for directing. Like, that's it. If you want to be a director, maybe first AD.
Do you need film school?
Do you need any school? All of being an editor is just Googling what to do. It's just looking it up.
It's so true.
Yeah.
Your professor will take a week to tell you something that would take you 2 minutes to like look up and practice.
Were your school books up to date when it came to the editing
Of course
software?
not.
No.
Of course not. It's
No.
an underfunded school.
We had no books on Premiere Pro, and that's what we were taught.
Funny.
You don't need film school. You can go if you want.
Yeah.
A lot of people have a really, really, really good time. Duncan and I happen to be two introverts who
Right.
really like editing, don't prefer socializing, and, you know,
And
it's
it's
too
our-
bad we didn't have each other in film school.
Exactly. And this is our platform, so we get to complain about whatever we want.
If you cannot pay for any school in general, do not go. I watched 8 different people I became friends with in college have to stop because they were working 3 jobs at the same time while either trying to do med school. I had one friend who was like trying to be a dentist, another friend who was trying to be a vet tech, and every single one of them didn't make it.
It's heartbreaking.
Yeah, and
Like,
I only made it because I had help.
right.
That's why I wanted to finish my degree, is I was privileged enough to get help to pay for it. And so I felt like I couldn't take that for granted.
I think if you want a very traditional job in Hollywood or New York, or if you want to be on set working with directors, it's probably best that you do go to film school because it will connect you with those people.
You certainly, it's a self-taught thing. Every YouTuber is different. And it's
That's
all
so
about
true. Yeah, there's
authenticity.
no like classroom you can take.
Everyone has their
classroom you
own
can
stuff.
There's no class you can take.
There you go.
You're supposed to find your own style, and the way you do that is by practicing.
Yeah.
So how did a film education help you with YouTube?
I get to say I used my degree.
That's it, isn't it? What a film education did for me was reassure me that it wasn't what I wanted. I think I went into it thinking that in order to be a writer, in order to make TV or movies, you have to go through this process, and to some degree that is true. But what I learned through that process is that it's not actually what I want.
Yeah.
And I would not have learned that if I didn't go to that school and get pushed down the stairs, metaphorically.
Yeah, same.
What would you recommend as far as alternatives to a traditional film school?
Watch YouTube.
I was just going to say YouTube tutorials. That's it. That's it.
That's how I learned how to edit.
That's probably how a lot of our professors learned what to tell us, because they have to learn the updated versions of how things work. They probably just YouTube it.
Well, that's what the guy at my internship told me.
Exactly.
You just Google it. Yeah.
It's such a scam.
Yeah.
I didn't want to use the S word, but it.
Yeah. I wasn't taught until the last month of my 4-year film program that the first narrative major motion picture ever made was made by a woman. And if you didn't know that, it was a woman who did it.
Yeah, they don't like telling that.
We got to end this on a positive note.
Yeah.
Anyone can be a YouTuber.
So true. I think the one like loose bullet of advice I'm going to fire at my audience is if you can go to a traditional school that has a film club, do that.
Oh, that would have been so fun.
I'm so mad I didn't think of that. I
AV
would-
Club.
People who actually want to do it to like it, to do it for fun, and then you can like balance that on top of everything else you do. If you enjoy film, do it on the side, because like that's the passion of the passion project, and it won't get beat to death by your professors.
God,
Oh,
that's...
God.
I
I
never...
almost hated movies for a while.
I straight up don't watch movies anymore.
That's
I'm not even kidding.
sad.
I
sorry.
have seen 3 movies since graduating college a year ago.
YouTube is not a set path, and film school is going to boost you in a very traditional career, and if that is something you want, you should at least give it a go. But if you are looking to become a YouTube and a non-traditional video creator, I think you should start now. Like, save your money. Don't go to school. Don't learn from like a 59-year-old professor who can't get to YouTube on his laptop. If what you want to learn is traditional new media, you have to be a part of that. You have to be a part of the system that teaches you that. School is good for networking, best.
Best for networking.
Best for networking. That's a better way of saying it.
Yeah. I think a lot of people are willing to subscribe to the one strategy, the one pipeline in place that they've seen it work for other people.
YouTube is better for teaching and learning and experience and fun.
Yeah. We're so jaded. I hope this isn't too negative.
It will be, but it's fine.
It was our experience, so it's valid,
Right, yeah.
right? I keep feeling like I'm like, invalidated because maybe I just didn't do film school right. Do you ever feel that way?
All the time.
It's like I didn't do film school right, so I'm the reason it didn't work out. It's like, no, it sets you up for failure.
Yeah. All right, on the count of 3, do you want to say cut and end the video?
Just cut, that's it.
Yeah, just cut. 3. No, hold on, count of 3. 1, 2, 3.
Cut.
You said it too quick. 1, 2, 3. Cut. That was pretty good. Do you want to do one more for safety?
I remembered a movie I've seen.
Okay.
The drum movie.
The drum movie?
Yeah. The kid with the drumsticks, and he's obsessed. He's compulsively obsessed with drumming. And then we have that awesome actor who's like old, and he's like too slow. And then he's like, you're rushing. You're behind. Whiplash.
I don't know how I got that.
Whiplash. Go watch Whiplash.
It's a really good movie. Cut.
Hi everyone, thank you for watching. I really appreciate you sticking with me through this video. This is very weird doing my normal outro in front of other people. It's very not natural, but I still mean it. Thank you for watching. I appreciate it. Please go follow Plant Me Ashley on YouTube and on social medias everywhere. She's a very fantastic creator who is very humble, won't accept any praise, which is not cool. You're on the spot now in front of 1 million people.
Shut up, no.
Like the video if you like the video, comment the video if you comment the video. I don't know what else to say. Thank you for watching.
Be a YouTuber. Become
Be a
a
YouTuber. Yeah, absolutely.
Do YouTube. Start your channel right now.
Yeah, you could hear my stomach grumble for a little bit.
God, that was crazy. He has to eat. Goodbye.
Okay. Bye everyone. Stay safe.
Thanks
I love
for
you
having
lots.
me.
Thank you for watching. Goodbye. I love you. Bye. Shit. I messed up my own outro.